Welcome to Tarot by Izzy from Central Scotland. Thank you for joining me today. I really do appreciate you sharing your precious time with me. Thank you for your comments, your likes, shares, and for subscribing to my channel. I really, truly do appreciate it. As I say, you doing that, it helps my channel grow as well. And I've been looking at the little online thingy on YouTube, and I seem to be getting some friends and viewers from around the world. It's amazing, thank you. I've also just asked you to please be mindful of the subject matter that we deal with sometimes in these readings. If anything is triggered, to please seek the help from a qualified professional. And also to be mindful that these readings are for entertainment purposes only, not to be taken too seriously, won't stand up in a court of law. At the end of the day, we're all masters of our own destiny and responsible for how we react to challenges and opportunities that the universe presents to us from time to time. As I should say, always leave people in a better place than where you found them. So, without further ado, these cards are getting jumpy. Today I'm going to look at the Crow Tarot, and I'll do a soul journey plan. It'll become evident why I'm looking at the Crow Tarot as well, because we're going to have a wee peek into Marilyn Manson. I said I'd have a look at this yesterday because his name kept getting pulled up, so I tried to do a wee bit digging, and he's actually quite a controversial character in his own right. Oh my goodness, I lead such a dull life here in Central Scotland compared to what some of these people do. I'm positively boring. Anyway, so in the ongoing defamation case, the trial between Heard and Depp, or Depp and Heard, lawyers have been asking Depp about his friendship with Manson on multiple occasions, and one of them did give me a giggle. And it says, I've just got this article up, during Depp's recent testimony, one of Heard's lawyers, Ben Rottenborn, asked Depp about this. Quotes, one of your good friends that you've taken sweeties with before is Marilyn Manson, right? Depp told Rottenborn via NME in brackets, yes. We've drunk together and we've had some baking powder. Maybe a couple of times together. Rottenborn pressed Depp to explain if he had taken tablets with Manson. Depp paused before responding, again in quotes, I once gave Marilyn Manson a tablet so that he would stop talking so much. His response made the courtroom erupt with laughter. It is very possible that in the coming weeks fans could learn even more about Depp's relationship with Manson, including whether the two are still good friends. And I think if you go and have a wee look at Manson, there's been similar allegations made, I have to say. I'm just looking at this. Printables there. Right, so, and that is from, and I'll put this in the description, why some have issues with Johnny Depp and Marilyn Manson's friendship. That's cheatsheet.com. So, who is Marilyn Manson? Well, he is Brian Hugh Warner, born January the 5th, 1969. Younger than me. Known professionally as Marilyn Manson. He is an American singer, songwriter, actor, painter and writer. He's known for his controversial stage personality with personality and image as the lead singer of the same band of the same name, which he co-founded with guitarist Daisy Berkowitz in 1989, and of which he remains the only constant member. Like the other founding members of the band, his stage name was formed by combining and juxtaposing the names of two opposing American cultural icons. And they were actress Marilyn Monroe and cult leader Charles Manson. I dug that up from Wikipedia. So if any of that is wrong or incorrect, it's not my fault. And apparently Marilyn Manson is the godfather of Lily Rose Depp, Johnny Depp's daughter. Manson's sun sign is in Capricorn. Capricorn is the 10th astrological sign of the zodiac. It originates from the constellation Capricornius, the horned goat. In astrology, Capricorn is considered an earth sign, a negative sign, and one of the 4 cardinal signs. Capricorn is ruled by the planet Saturn, the king of the Titans. Saturn, who is seen as this evil monster, and the reason why I'm saying this is because that seems to be the image that he put out, which is quite ironic, and it might be coming back to bite him a wee bit, allegedly. Again, if you look at some of the articles, and as I say, I might come back to that. So Saturn, who's seen as this evil monster who had to be defeated by his son Jupiter. It's not a very favourable mythology. The beginning of Jupiter, brackets Zeus in Greek mythology's legendary life is with an attempt to escape from his father, Saturn, who vowed to kill all his sons who have been prophesied to bring his downfall. Alright, he is considered to be the god of agriculture, however, and the founder of civilization, social order, conformity, because before the gods resided on Mount Olympus, it was the Titans who ruled all life forms. So, the astrological view of this planet is not as negative as the mythological view, and that is the Greek mythology who said it was all evil. So, we're just going to do the standard 7-card hexagram. So, I think that gives you an understanding why I'm using the Crow Tarot, because it does seem to reflect more of the creation that Marilyn Manson has made. You know, this image, you know, and all the makeup and all the darkness and things like that. So I gave these cards a good clean before doing this, and I'll do another clean after I've done it. After I've done the reading, as I say, it's the 7 cards here. I think I need to get a bigger table. Right, can we see this? Right, so Marilyn Manson, what's he thinking now that his name has been cropping up? So what's the current influences in play with regard to Marilyn Manson? Judgment. Well, I think now it says it all itself. The current influences at play in relation to Marilyn Manson himself is already in play, as I say, because there's similar allegations, I need to say allegations, have been made about Marilyn Manson and his relationships. So, and it looks like he's looking for a period of rebirth, regrowth, and accepting, you know, the things that he's done in the past. It's coming back, and he's acknowledging that he has to look at what's happened. He's to reflect and meditate on his current situation as well, listen to his inner voice, and once he does that, then he'll find his own path to his own absolution because of the situation that he's facing just now. And it's an opportunity for him to reflect and take stock on his situation. So it's almost like a mirror image what he's going through and Johnny Depp is going through as well. So he really needs to take time, take stock, and just see, what's been holding him back. As I say, I think it's a similar situation that's going on as well. So how does he think the situation is ongoing in the court just now? And here we have the Eight of Wands. And what he's saying is, what everyone else is saying, it's everything that's fast moving communications, flying through the air, it's on the internet. Internet, talking about internet. If we can look at that, is it TikTok? I need to figure out how to do that as well. That sounds quite interesting. The TikTok as well. So, to say, as a crow flies swiftly through the air on the currents of energy, the Eight of Wands, this card brings with it vitality of spirit. So what we're looking at is the fact there is a lot of energy moving very quickly just now, and it's communicating, as I say, on TikTok, internet, newspapers, YouTube, you name it. That's what he's thinking. This is going to kick off more or less worldwide. Would he get the same kind of coverage? One can only ask. So what does he think of Amber Heard's evidence just now? And here we have the Four of Cups here, and I think, and this is for entertainment purposes only, it won't stand up in a court of law, allegedly. The way Marilyn Manson reviews Amber Heard is very much that she's been quite ungrateful, that she had everything in front of her, that she's just sort of come across as being detached from the situation, looking bored sometimes. She had to offer a friendship and companionship and love from Johnny Depp, but obviously that didn't work out. And it can also be a card of depression, and I suspect, behavioural issues, depression, and sort of been in a sort of self-imposed isolation, excommunicating yourself from your friends as well. So it's a period of not happy. There is, the Three Cups there, there's the offer of help, but it's still a period of discontentment and low spirits, and I think that's how he felt she has been coming across. So we'll see. She's back in court today. I've not had a chance to look at it to see if there's any changes, but certainly last week I would say it was quite erratic changes, and it certainly looked like there was behavioural issues there as well. So, what did you think about Johnny Depp? How did you think Johnny Depp's getting on? The Sun. Oh, it feels like Johnny's Sun's his gas is at a peak just now. It feels that Johnny. Well, the Sun is illuminating, isn't it? It is, just as I say, it's the sun, it's brightness, it's daylight, it is expansion, it is positivity, success. However, it feels that Johnny had all of that, and as a result of this ongoing situation, his Sun has cooled down. He doesn't have that optimism and positivity that he did have. Because when you look at it in the upright, you see the crow on the back of the white horse, and it's radiant with the energy, it's moving forward, it's success, it's accomplishment. So they're basking in that sunlight, and that's where Johnny Depp was, and that flipped to the fact that he's not been able to feel that sun. He's had that feeling of pessimism, and it's affected and blocked his success and his energies. But there's still sunlight there. It's just not as good as the way it was going. So, how does he think, or what if anything, because Marilyn Manson's name's been mentioned a couple of times, is there anything he's concerned would be revealed about him? And here we have the Five of Cups. And my apologies, it's Six of Cups. It's been so long since I've used these cards. So, it's looking back, it's reflecting on their younger days, their youth, so maybe is concerned that some of the previous behaviours, the reminiscent, will come back and pop out and the memories will be revealed. But they're not really that bad, I would suspect. That wouldn't be the case. So, if anything, I don't think there's been anything that drastic in the past that can be revealed, so I don't think he's too concerned. But that'll give them time to reminisce, I suppose. They're probably on the phone to each other just now, saying, oh, remember we did such and such, remember we did such and such. So, that's coming up with the next question. Are they still quite good friends? You know, given that Marilyn Manson is allegedly the godfather of Lily Rose. And here we have the Seven of Pentacles here. So, I suspect that is not a negative card. That we have, you know, it's usually it's in relation to financial matters. And I think they're both looking at financial situations as well because of the situation that Marilyn Manson allegedly is facing. It would have a similar impact on his finances as well. So I think they're both reflecting on the short-term and long-term gains they've had, and knowing they're going to have to continue through hard work to rebuild the finances that they have maybe lost through solicitor's fees, attorney fees, you know, that kind of thing. So, and therefore they also have to look at what do they need to cut finance wise, what is worth continuing hanging on to, and what is best just saying, right, no, we don't need that anymore, we can get rid of that, you know. But what they do know is the hard work, they have worked very hard to get where they are, both of them have. Obviously that's had an impact. So we saw with Johnny Depp, the allegations of the amount of money he's meant to have lost through the defamation trial, or defamation allegations. It's been a similar situation with Marilyn Manson, I would suspect. So I think they are still good friends. I think they are still in communication. As I say, he's allegedly the godfather of Johnny Depp's daughter. So how does he think the defamation trial is going to turn out? The King of Cups in the reverse. Now that is interesting. You know, because as you can see, ordinarily, you know, the cup, it's a love card, it's feelings, it's emotions. Emotions with water, the cup is turned upside down, so it's no longer containing those emotions. And sometimes the sea in the reverse, this can be almost like using emotions as blackmail. So, is he seeing that the outcome, because I've asked what the outcome of this is going to be, and it's a King of Cups in reverse, and that'll be an outpouring of emotions there. The pendant here, the cup, with the half moon. I suspect there's not going to be any winners, and we know that Amber Heard is going to be, I suspect, when the cross-examination gets underway, it's going to be very, very emotional. I think she's going to find it difficult to contain her emotions. Let's have a look at the soul's journey. Let's see what the soul's journey is saying. What lesson plans can we get from this? Oh, this one's popped out. Courage. I find the inner strength to face fear with confidence. So, I think that says it all. I think he finds that Johnny Depp's been quite courageous, and with regard, because I wanted to draw a card for Marilyn Manson, and in himself, he's going to have to be courageous and to face the allegations. With the confidence that he is not, what is he guilty of? He's not the person that he's being painted out to be in the court situation, or he's not in the court yet, but in the allegations that are being made. Okay, folks, I think that's actually quite dark as well because of what he's going through. Yeah, that was definitely an interesting one. See what's affecting Marilyn Manson just now, allegedly, as he's facing the judgment as well. Okay, we'll keep an eye on Marilyn Manson. We'll come back to him as well. I hope you've enjoyed our reading today, or my reading today. Please feel free to like, subscribe and share, and I look forward to seeing you again. Wherever you are, I hope you're having a fantastic day. Take care. Thank you. Bye.